So let me guess, you want to achieve more with less effort, you want every single goal on your goals list to manifest as if by magic, and you want to know at the end of each year that you have in fact achieved the things you set out to. Well, today in this month's newsletter, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do all three of those things with the least amount of effort. My name is Benjamin Harvey and welcome to this month's video newsletter. Some time ago, I wanted to work out how do I actually achieve things effortlessly, and then other things are just a pain in the neck and I never get them done. And I discovered this thing that we call values. Now, values is not a new concept. I mean, understanding values has been around for a very, very, very long time. Values is simply what we deem to be important. Now, everybody has unique strategies of how to discover their values, and the technique that I used when I was doing a bit of soul searching was what I like to call the trump game. Now, you know in cards, or you may know in cards, that often when you're playing cards, there are certain games where there are certain cards that have a higher value. And so you put down a lower value card and I put my card on top of it, that's known as trumping. So if you put down a 7 of spades and I put a jack of spades on top of it, my card trumps your card. So I got that concept of trumping within cards and I started to apply that to what I deemed to be important in my life. And I started to play this thing called the trump game. Now, I played this game for many, many months, and at the end of the game, I was left with some very clear objectives of what is meaningful to me. Now, how do you actually do this, and how is it going to benefit your life? Well, first of all, you may or may not be aware that we create things that we deem to be important, and we create them with very little effort. Because whatever we deem to be important, our nervous system picks up as something that is critical to our survival. So there's kind of two things you can do. You can change your goals to suit your values, or you can change your values to suit your goals. Now, changing your values to suit your goals is a little bit more challenging, so my advice would be change your goals to suit your values. Now, what has this trumping game got to do with it? Well, here's how you play it. Imagine you've got the weekend spare. What I'd like you to do is get a blank piece of paper and simply write down something that you'd love to do on that weekend. So you've got the weekend spare, what would you love to do with it? And just write it down. You may say, well, I want to go have lunch with my friends. Fantastic, write that down. Then you've got to ask yourself, what would I love to do even more than that? Very simple question, but highly effective in this process. So you may say, well, I would love to go and visit my friends over in London. Okay, cool, write that down. What would you love to do more than that? Well, I would love to finish off this book on business. Okay, finish off the book on business. What would you love to do more than that? Oh, well, I would love to go and see Wayne Dyer speak at the Sydney Convention Centre. Okay, what would you love to do more than that? Well, I would love to go and present to 25 people some research that I've just discovered. Okay, what would you love to do more than that? And the second you can't think of anything you'd love to do more than that, then you've inadvertently found something that's highly important to you. In fact, if you get to something that you would not cancel for any other activity, then you have in fact found your highest value. Now, my advice though with this technique is don't allow other people's opinions to govern what you write down. Do this on your own, do it in the privacy of your own mind, and allow yourself the freedom to think for yourself. If you allow yourself the freedom to think for yourself and to allow this process to do the work, you'll be left with an incredible list of accurate information that you deem to be important in your life. Once you find what's at the top of that list, the top 2 or 3 things, go ahead and set goals in accordance with that, and you will find that you begin to create things as if by magic. So please give this technique a try. My advice is start straight away. Grab a piece of paper, think if you had the weekend spare, what would you do with it? Then keep asking, what would I love to do more than that, more than that, more than that? And as you chunk all the way through to your highest value, once you find that, go ahead and set some goals around that and allow the process to take care of itself. You are in fact perfect, you are in fact brilliant at what you do, and you certainly have the skills to go out there and create anything you desire. The trick is to make sure they're in alignment with your highest values so you're living your most authentic self. Until we meet again, share your light, share this video newsletter. If you like the content and it's beneficial, tell your friends about it, get them to play the trump game so all of you can start understanding how to set your goals effectively and really go out there and live an inspired life. So until we meet again, do whatever it takes to be your own best friend. I'll see you soon.